Hi everyone. So for the last bit of reading that I did, the phone ran out of battery just at a brilliant point. Tim had he just done some amazing problem solving, and that had allowed his whole team to win. And it just goes to show, it's all about problem solving. "Oh, Tim, brilliant," said Kelly, giving me a hug. "You're so clever." "Super, Tim," said Biscuits. "Why didn't we think of it?" said Laura. "Look, everyone's copying us now," said Leslie. "But we've won," said Giles, capering about. "We're first to fill the bin, and we've got it nearly full to the top too. We've won. Hooray for Tim." Remember, this is Giles, who's always picking on Tim. All the tigers jumped up and down and cheered, cheering me, and I jumped up and down and cheered me too. Look at them all shouting, "We did it! They're winners!" And there's Tim in the middle. Okay, so here's the postcard. "Dear Mum and Dad, guess what? We won the bucket race, and it was all because I sussed out how to do it. Honest, the other tigers all think I'm mega brilliant. Even Giles. Wonders will never cease. I can think of another wonder. I'm quite enjoying my adventure holiday now. In fact, I almost wish we weren't going home tomorrow. With love from Tim to Mum to Dad." What a turnaround from Tim. Chapter 6. Time is a funny thing. If you listen to a clock, it goes tick, tick, tick. It doesn't go tick, 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 tick sometimes, and tick, tick, tick other times. And yet the first 2 days of my adventure holiday went so slowly that years and years seemed to go by. But the last 2 days went whiz, whiz, whiz. You'll never guess which team ended up the overall winners. We did. The Tigers, Kelly and Giles and Laura and Leslie and Biscuits and me. We got clapped and cheered by everyone, and then Sally and Jake gave us all a prize. We had to put our hands in this big box. I felt something furry. We all did. We scrabbled around until we'd all got a handful, and then we pulled them out of the box. 6 toy tigers, baby ones with big eyes and smiley mouths and soft paddy paws. We all laughed and mucked about, making them roar. My tiger's a bit fatter than the others. He seems stuffed to bursting. I've called him Biscuits. The real Biscuits should rename himself Sausages. He ate 14.5 sausages at the camp cookout. The half was mine. I dropped it in the grass, and it got a bit muddy, but Biscuits couldn't bear to waste it. He also ate 2 burgers and 5 chicken wings, washed down with 3 cans of cola. My friend Biscuits has a mega superior stomach. He's got a good loud voice too. We all had a giant roar competition between the lions, the tigers, the panthers, and the cheetahs. "Ride us, tigers! Let's hear you roar!" Giles yelled, conducting us. He roared until he was red in the face. But he'd been shouting so much, bossing us about, that he didn't have much voice left. Laura and Leslie had high voices that weren't loud enough. I wasn't much use either. I tried and tried, but my roars came out small and squeaky. Kelly did much better. She was squashed up beside me, and when she opened her mouth and let rip, I had to put my hands over my ears. But Biscuits did better. He threw back his head and bellowed from the pit of his magnificent stomach. We won the giant roar competition too. I'm so glad I'm a tiger and not a lion or a panther or a cheetah. Giles and Biscuits and I stayed awake ever so late, swapping jokes and acting daft. Jake had to come and tell us off 3 times. But he didn't get really cross. I do like Jake. I do like Biscuits. I even almost liked Giles at last night. We were quiet at last and snuggled up to go to sleep. It didn't matter that I didn't have Walter Bear. I had little Biscuits Tiger to cuddle instead. There's Kelly and Tim. And there's the last postcard. And this time it's Tim writing to Kelly. "Dear Kelly, all right. I will be your boyfriend if you really want. But if you come and stay with me and Biscuits is here... but if you come and stay with me and Biscuits is here, then it's a secret, okay? Love from Tim to Teresa." And that was Tim's postcard to Kelly. There's Biscuits and Tim. And then here's Tim writing to his new friend Biscuits. "Dear Biscuits boy, I wish we were still having adventures. My dad is ever so chuffed we won. My mum is just glad I'm back safe. She says to ask your mum if you can come and stay. Kelly might be coming too. Has she written to you? She's written to me twice already. How many biscuits have you consumed since I saw you? Is it A, 10, B, 100, or C, 1,000? Your pal, Super Tim. So that's the end of the book. I really loved that book because at the beginning, Tim hated the adventure camp. But then he used his talents to become a problem solver, and he solved his problem, and he got some new friends, won over some enemies, like Giles. Kelly became his super friend, Biscuits became his super friend, and he had a really good time. And even Biscuits, he got picked on a bit by Giles, but he didn't let anything bother him, and even him, he won competitions, and he was a good friend to Tim. So I love this book. And it's written by Jacqueline Wilson, born in Bath in 1945, but has spent most of her life in Kingston upon Thames, Surrey. She always wanted to be a writer and wrote her first novel when she was 9. And she wrote them in exercise books, and she wrote in a magazine, and she's written loads of books, and I think one of them you'll recognize is called, oh no, Tracy Beaker. That's it. Tracy Beaker. You've seen that on TV. So it's Jacqueline Wilson as well. So that is, if you love this book, you can find it in our Grange Primary School library and read it again and again. There's some other books by Jacqueline Wilson. And I really loved that book. So thank you for reading along with me, everybody. If you've got any comments, you can always email me at headteacher@grange.harrow.sch.uk. Otherwise, I'll see you in September in school, and you can tell me if you enjoyed the book as much as I did. See you for now.